Hello again, and we're back to this beautiful, beautiful, amazing class trial. So we'll see how it goes. Poohoo, it seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result. You'll be chosen at who will be chosen as black, and will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
The hell you saying?
Wait a second, what result? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Monosuke? No, wait. No, he hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro. Oh man, you're right. Silly me, I'm so forgetful. Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh? Well, anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump ahead to chapter 3. Let's do that, yes.
The hell you saying?
Wait a second, we don't even know the culprit yet. Yeah, who killed Rentaro? That was chapter 1's case. How can you be so this forgetful? Alright.
Another shocking truth revealed.
The shocking truth was that they met him after nighttime, I think.
Back to square one.
Square one? If square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
What?
Wow, what does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
One. I love the music.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Aren't you the biggest one, though? You absolute animal. Do we have proof, though what she said was true? Okay, so this is all set up. The window, I think, is set up that there was like a weird mechanism going through the gym. What staircase? That could have been Ryoma's clothes, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You're one to talk.
Thank you, Emiko.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct?
Wait, how do we know that? Wait, how do you know that? That hasn't been discussed. What?
Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
We don't. I'm not going insane, right? They didn't mention that.
Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. Only one person had access to all the pads at one point, and it was Mr. Liar here.
It's you!
That would be Kokichi.
Cuphead's gotta catch 'em all. I even got the pads belonging to the people who aren't here. Now everyone can watch their motive video.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
True.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video.
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Okay, that's a decision.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
Yeah, I don't think she is.
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
I don't know, Imiko, maybe the fucking murder?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
No, she literally just said because she wanted to avoid suspicion.
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
That's not what she said. Am I mishearing things?
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime. I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Well, he can also lie because he's a liar.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No. This is a world of lies and betrayal.
I think it's been the third time you said something like good.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
Thought you hated liars. Do you hate yourself?
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Is it a lie or the truth? This is a turning point. This will change the fate of this case. And I said I would believe in Kaido. And that means believing in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaido did, so we have to lie. Cool. Kinda hate that mechanic, but let's go.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place. Then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
I can't say the two of them met now. That's too... I can't say the two of them met now. That's too obvious a lie. If I can convince them that Maki met up with someone...
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
This is why I hate lying.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, I'll reveal the truth.
Perjury.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Oh, please explain.
Yeah, please explain to me as well.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late.
Oh, so we're roping Kaito into the light. Cool.
Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant.
You could just say you didn't understand which voice it was other than
I
Maki.
had no reason to bring it up.
Yeah.
Now. We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
Well, does anyone else accuse themselves?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
Dead men can confirm it.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked.
Can we please?
We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep.
Thanks.
Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
Okay, you can stop like driving it in.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
It's just like I rolled really poorly in my deception check and they all know.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Well, you're still suspect.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
Yep.
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
And did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And it couldn't have been in the morning after. That leaves.
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Yep.
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
Wow.
Dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Yep.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
Yep.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone! Gonta sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments.
Hello?
Disagreement? What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again?
Oh god, no.
Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Oh, that's cute. They're all on the same screen. Look at that.
Jeez. We gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
It seems like our opinions are split on this matter. If we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. I'm gonna need to search. Every time in a trial, I'm gonna have to check the commands every time. Because I'm not playing this back to back, so I just forget. I do like this animation.
culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I've got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
We are consistent, our position looks weak, we have to work together. Yoma's body was put in the tank at nighttime, we have to defend that point.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply...
Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too...
I've got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym...
Maki!
But should we
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
I do like this music.
This is our answer.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could.
I just realized something. We can never have a suicide because of that game mechanic. So you have to have the whole room split in half unless there's someone who refuses to take a side. That game cannot continue if there's an uneven number. So it has to have an even number of people to be divided by 2 in total. So I don't think there's going to be a suicide.
I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
I'm starting to think, right? Because it's that bar on the top. I thought they did some weird Tarzan shit with the body, but I'm starting to think that they put the bar on both ends. Not the bar, the cord in both ends. And then they transported themselves with the body, so it would have to be someone with an incredible amount of strength. Or... Oh, no, I understand. It's the cufflinks, right? They did like an Indiana Jones. They put the cufflinks in. And they just dipped them in. I think I understand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window, the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Also, the only people who moved the water tank was Gonta and Kento, right? So it's one of them.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it. I know. They used the ladder in the gym. You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right?
Nope, couldn't be in there.
So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
You have a brain, Angie? Just something inside that head. I don't think that method is possible because... there's no time to move it. Well, no, you can't be in the gym. Right, sure.
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it.
Again, you can't be on the pool side after nighttime either, right? Or were they specifically saying you can't be in the pool? Is that what it is? It says swimming is prohibited during nighttime, so it's specific enough saying swimming, so you could enter the pool, just not swim.
The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage.
That looks more like than barely, but okay.
And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Yeah, it would have broken everything in this age.
Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Oh, and you know, alright.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow them all away with the truth.
Kaito, I'm gonna punch you.
I actually don't know that yet.
I love how the music stopped. Immediately stopped. I love that.
What?
That was comedic timing. That was well made.
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right! You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty!
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
Fuck you, Kaito.
I know. I have to do something, but...
Snowboarding. Give me snowboarding again. I like that one. I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Damn it, am I really not good enough? Am I not good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out...
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found. When we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Oh my god, Gunter. That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
I genuinely don't know who it is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was...
Actually, no, I know it's between Gontai and Kento. Because they're the ones who moved the bloody piranha.
When Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
What?
Himikawa under the bridge?
If we can determine where this all started, we can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. The trial has only just begun.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice. First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilet? Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is...
What?
First, let's establish...
when he got attacked.
It's drowning.
There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
Drowning toilet? Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Sal?
As death is surgery, Ryoma drowned in water. Will seem like the obvious answer, but I have my doubts.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was...
Yeah, that is true.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning.
Oh, the piranha attack. Oh.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
I thought it would have been his own room.
Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits...
No, wait.
Oh no!
I'm actually
First,
confused.
Let's establish the crime scene.
Oh, right, can't be the pool. Sorry, that was stupid.
Death was drowning.
There's nothing in his room that could collect
Enough water.
Drowning toilet? Impossible.
the place that fits... Pool.
Yep.
That's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime. No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
I was like jumping ahead.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying.
Oh, Monofani is probably the voice actress for the princess in 2 as well.
In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Okay. made it weird.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Guys, your brother and sister. Okay.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
Okay.
Anyway,
It's all about the
we can
bets.
conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Yes, any bathroom. Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue.
This is it!
Thank you. Okay, I was like...
The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by... This is it!
Yeah. I was jumping ahead.
Handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Oh yeah, sort of look like they've been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yep.
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit
You can do this.
and drowned him in his lab sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right.
Ew.
And when they bite down, it gushes.
Ah, fuck you, Kokichi.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shikuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
What the fuck does that mean?
Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
Okay.
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right?
We just move on.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
All right, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
What shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use? The windows.
There! The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit
dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window.
With the charm, they couldn't have thrown it.
How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. You learn a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. The trauma the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. Alright, then I'll have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. Yes! When you have to do this, how things are connected, Psyche Taxi will start up. It's the snowboard game. Question of the car, letter cubes, time, influence, gosh. Body was brought from where? Accelerate. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Use the A button to accelerate and left stick to move left and right. By picking up letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Once you complete the question, you head towards the X card that has the correct answer. If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will lose focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, you use RB to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Please drive safely, enjoy the ride. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Oh, I love the snowboarding, so this is my favorite. Accelerate! Oh god, it... Body was brought from where? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was still driving. That window. Run over that hole. What the hell? How many women am I picking up in this car? Reminds me of that mini game in Yakuza 0 with the car. I was really bad at that. I was bad at all mini games. Body was brought to the gym from where? The window? The window. Oh, that's a lot of letters I'm gonna need. Just accelerating to the max. Opa. I wasn't moved from the class window to the gym window. Via the pool? It would have to be that, right? Fuck. Oh, from window to window, I guess. I thought it was that originally, but then I started thinking it was via the pool. Okay. Alright. Got it.
I've got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
How'd they toss the cord?
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows, I believe it was found near the body. Sorry, wrong button.
The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
Okay, so the rope could have done it, but it's a bit tight.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Yeah.
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
Right.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
Yep.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as rope. It was the... Yep.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so... First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
Okay, I'm following. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
What?
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope.
Oh, we're skipping that, okay.
Carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
Pretty sure that's not correct, but okay. Moving on.
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration.
We get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan.
That's what I said initially.
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Oof.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just a rope.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank.
Unless they went with the rope.
They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Yeah, if they travel in the rope themselves.
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully. Meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? Although we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit would use that to move the body and were close to the window themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. Well, what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event.
Okay.
And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Sure.
Together?
Together.
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it. Okay, I can do this. I'll solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think, come on, think. I have no idea. Okay, that was R. Row. Row. Nope. No O. Ropeway. Okay.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
No, there definitely was. A culprit used it to move the body along the rope. Oh. Hello? In scenes where you have to deduce an image, your mind will begin. In this mode, the objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the left stick to move the cursor and right pieces with the A button. Pieces will be erased when two or more of the same color connect. Using the pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from an object. Okay. Trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. When all the pieces on the top of an object are gone, you can select that object as an answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. If there's one piece left, you can press the A button repeatedly to break it. That will incur a time penalty, so don't just button mash. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Thank you for your descending. Okay. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. Okay. I select it, thank you. Yeah.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people.
These are very strong ropes.
The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
Yeah.
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth.
Pops?
Uh-oh, he's dying next.
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Monodum's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Okay.
The trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder. Some crazy-ass shit. But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
Yeah, but if it's a rope strong enough to hold the body like that, it's gonna be a heavy... Like, ropes are heavy. Tossing it into a gym window is gonna be very difficult.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
It broke.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Hmm.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
They can't go. The reason culprit left it in the pool is obvious. They can't go into the pool.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
Yep.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur!
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Oh, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough.
Yep.
Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
It was Kaito, wasn't it? Now, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're still close, just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
And their motive.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yes, I have a good idea who the culprit is. Do you?
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Kaito, was it actually you? Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. Oops, sorry. That's not what I meant.
It has to be you.
Wait, what?
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Right, she did the drapes. No. I accidentally genuinely pressed the button I wanted to press X. No. 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 I genuinely didn't do it on purpose. I accidentally pressed the button.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
Because she did the drapes.
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was...
What is alibis for us today? 5 minutes, I enjoyed. Kirumi phone 9:10, but then we returned to the lab. Kirumi was in the gym.
committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
That's true.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body.
Okay.
She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Force Kirumi to duplicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in the story somewhere, I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Okay.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Nope.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex. Could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice...
I think it's the...
I have culprit.
The crime was committed. You have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Okay, no. Then it's the other one. Yeah.
Oh no!
I, of course, am the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it.
What? It has to be this, unless I'm jumping ahead.
Of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at night.
An time? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Okay, it's clearly not this one.
Oh no!
I'm gonna fucking die from this.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you...
What was insect meet and greet?
Have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have
What's alibis for? Yes. That's the one I was using, right?
evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
She's right about that. First going to duplicate itself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in the story somewhere, just to come and find it.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Where's the hole?
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Nope.
I was wrong!
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
That's true.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Okay, I'm getting a bit tired. I'm getting a bit tired and annoyed. It's alibis from yesterday.
For such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex. Be skilled enough to pull it.
Preposterous. That could have been.
It's the one I didn't shoot for some.
That's wrong!
Thank you, yeah. I thought I did shoot that one, but okay.
The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
Yeah, I figured that's where they were going. I just put the wrong bullet to the wrong statement. I had to look it up because I was like, what am I missing?
why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up.
True.
Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Okay, yep.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
She is to be, holy hell. What was the cutting? Yep.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguide. When you consider that the crux of your argument is false, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
This is a conclusion reached together. It's not just a guess. I have evidence on my side and I'll show her.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this. In other words, it is just
That was
a guess.
the one.
And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more
Sorry.
than deception.
I thought I'd gone back to the beginning.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Damn it!
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Wait, sorry, wrong one again. I was trying to find the correct one.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Yep.
I'll cut through your words.
I'll cut through those, yeah.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Okay, this is going on for a bit longer than I expected, so I'm probably gonna leave that there for today. Yeah, this is getting into. I didn't expect this to take this turn. I actually didn't suspect her, but in retrospective, you could have suspected her. Because of the window markings and everything, and she was the closest to the windows. I really thought it was Gonta and someone else, the person who took the tank itself, but no. You know, that's fair. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.